I think about yesterday.
I started painting when I was little. From our shamba, I would use the dust from the soil, and the manila papers would buy cheap. So I started, using my fingers to sort of imitate a brush, which is what I've been doing ever since. My name is Patrick Kinuthia. As early as 6 years old, I was an artist. My dad was a patron of the arts. He used to love art. And he encouraged me a lot. When I was young, I used to get trained. I was an apprentice of his. So we used to work together. And he taught me a lot about colors and proportions and all that. Stage number 1. In my school years, I was a very good artist, and the teachers I met, even the ones that didn't like me, acknowledged that gift of art. I remember there was a teacher in Standard 2 who didn't like me at all, but she liked my art. Art industry. You could say there were two groups of artists. There were the artists that were under galleries, and they were able to, have their paintings sold internationally. But I was in the group of people who sold paintings in shops. So the scene was you do paintings, but you would have to sell them cheap. I remember one time I sold a painting for 100 bob because I didn't have bus fare to go to Thika. So that really was our hustle. But I appreciate those times. They humble you and they keep you working. Yes. My work is semi-impressionist. If you see a painting that is like a photograph, all the details of a photograph, that is called realism. If you let's say you go to a certain town, the impression that you get, the first impression that hit your eyes, it may not have form, but at least the colors that impress your eyes are what you put on your canvas. So it's an impression of a certain place or a certain person. Mine is semi. It's a bit of realism and impressionism combined. So I would describe mine as semi-impressionist. When I'm doing my portraits, I have to be inspired by that person. I have to be engaged by that person, and I have to peel off her skin, not literally. This one I call it debonair. Just a woman in a carefree attitude, free and sprightly. When it comes to landscapes, I'll stop anywhere and just take a photograph. Most of these places that you see in my landscape paintings are places where I've stopped and taken photos. I got this image from Mauna Rock when I was taking my tea break in a kiosk in Mauna Rock. I did a bit of farming there. And I remember the news came on, some news break, and these women, it got the attention of them. And I just happened to take the photograph when the news came. So you can see by the expression that the news had just arrived, and especially this woman is very serious about the news. This one is just waiting. I'm always fascinated by the African woman because she has flair, so much room for expression. So when I'm drawing her, she gives me room for my expressions. I can put any kind of colors on her dress, her head wraps, her hair. The most beautiful women are my worst subjects. I don't know why that. Because, for example, a very beautiful woman is good to look at or to photograph. But if she's all glossed over and doesn't provide any opportunities where I can put some white stroke here, blue stroke here, really she doesn't become a subject that I want to engage in. It's more or less the women that have features that are expressive. that I engage with. Yeah. I cannot be able to duplicate even my own painting. I've tried it many times because every painting is special. I was really elated and honored to have my work on the 2019 Safaricom calendar. It has done a lot for me. I don't remember anything like this happening in a long time in this country. It's a first. There's a deeper awareness of African art, and there's much more artistic activity than there was before. I've been doing this for 30 years. And I've seen people who have abandoned the artistic skill. 1 year alone can wipe away everything. They try to paint, they can't. And it's almost tragic when an artist can no longer paint. So yes, I never stop. I never want to stop. It's a God-given gift and I want to use it to the max. My name is Kinuthia and I'm putting Kenya on canvas.